Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Phillies. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Kevin Pillar heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Toronto, center fielder, number 11.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 105.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And he's retired, one away.
Batting second.
That's a good pitch right there.
Baseman.
Inside part of the
Number
plate.
7.
Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone. And as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Stepping in now, number 7. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball one. Our game time temperature pushing up close to 90 degrees, 89 degrees to be exact at first pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. A solo shot down the line in right. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
It goes without saying, but this is the one guy in the lineup that you just cannot let beat you, or even just hurt you for that matter. Still, though, they fall behind him and they give him something on the inside part of the plate that he can turn on. That's just a recipe for disaster.
Here's Justin Smoke now.
Justin Smoke.
Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit sharply on the ground. Hernandez from shallow right. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one. And you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Here's Kendrys Morales. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Jays off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Toronto. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, they're already down by 1 after the top of the first, so you've got to get yourself right back into this ball game. Punch back a little bit and see if you can get your crowd back in it.
Nick Williams comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Reed Hoskins set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
First delivery to him on the way. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
Well, here's a situation where he's trying to do what he can to get that run back in the bottom of the first. And he helps out the cause by swiping second here.
Belted high and deep into right center. Hernandez racing back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. The run scores from second. It's 1-1. So a run batted in there on the double as they've come back to tie the game at 1 in the opening frame. Coming to the plate now as Dribble Cabrera, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Morales is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. Hernandez will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nope. That misses 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Hoskins giving chase and taken in out there for the first out.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Yangervis Solarte.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yangervis Solarte, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. In there at the knees, strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting seventh,
Troy Tulowitzki into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Here comes the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Standing in now, McGuire, as he'll take a look at ball one. Chopped to first. Gloved by Santana. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Maikel Franco strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Stepping in, Wilson Ramos.
Batting
He'll
seven,
get to take his first
catcher.
cuts here.
Wilson Ramos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a rather easy first out.
Batting 8.
Carlos Santana
baseman.
digs in with one
Carlos
run in and one gone in the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Oye, como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. And it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
We'll jump ahead and pick this one up in the top of inning number 3.
Leading
Aaron
off for Toronto,
Sanchez set
pitcher,
to lead off the third.
Aaron
9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know, it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Williams has a beat on it. He's got it one away.
Center fielder,
Well, it's always
number
nice
11,
to get the inning started
Kevin
against the pitcher.
Pillar.
He sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
First pitch on its way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Now batting.
Yeah, you know, it's
Number
not
7.
always easy to pick up the baseball in one of these bright, sunny days. Nobody shades his eyes well, and he puts this one away for the second out.
Number 7 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
You see his pitch count here so far. He probably won't get a chance to throw too much longer here in a spring training game.
That evens it up 1-1. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And he takes a called strike 2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lined hard toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he is in there.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. Hips start to rotate, and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Here's Justin Smoke now, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1.
Yeah, and you know you've got a good changeup when you can come out and throw it first pitch just like he did right there.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. Odubel Herrera digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Reed Hoskins.
Reed Hoskins stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
The shortstop, number 13.
Riding into the box as Drupal Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. And he looks like a new man out there as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
2 strikes.
Way outside. 1-2. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Kendrys Morales is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
So stepping in, Yonhervis Solarte, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ramos will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 61.
In there, strike 1.
Well, obviously, you want a base hit here and hopefully tie this game. But a ground ball to the right side, that wouldn't be so bad either.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled to first. Santana's got it, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Well, they figured out the whole get him on and get him over parts. Now with 1 away, they've got 2 shots at the get him in part. Nice job here to steer that one to the right side.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. 2 runs, 5 hits. and no errors in the game for Toronto. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
This is normally a slam dunk RBI when you've got a big-time run producer like this at the plate. But he's not able to pick up the runner from third. You are not going to see that happen all too often.
Into the box now, McGuire, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Hoskins ranging forward, and this will land foul. A man on third with two down. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the one. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies lead this one 3-2. Marco Estrada is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Maikel Franco stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Number 84 is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 84.
J.P. Crawford is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Number 67, J.P.
McGuire steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he lays off for ball 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, number 34.
Luke Maile will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Luke Maile.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat. Down the third baseline. Franco has it.
throw in time, and the side is retired. But not before the lone hit in the inning. The solo home run makes this a one-run ball game. Danny Barnes will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth.
Number 24, Danny
Reed
Barnes.
Hoskins will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia sixth.
Leading off for the Phillies, left fielder, Reed Hoskins.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number one.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
As Dribble Cabrera stands into the box, he's 0 for 2 so far in this one. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the seventh.
Leading off for
Number
the Phillies,
84 will come on, and as he's newly entered
Number
into the ball game,
84.
he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Well, if you break a guy's back, you've almost always made a great pitch, but here he might have gotten a little more than he bargained for as this ball's back at him. But he's able to focus on the task at hand and makes a nice play.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Dylan Cousins will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Cousins.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Shot toward second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Nick Williams is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Ezekiel Carrera will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 3, Ezekiel Carrera.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Aaron Luke will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Oh, and he misses it.
I'm not sure exactly what the issue on this play was.
Number 37.
He doesn't have too far to go to get this thing, and it looked like the ball was right in his sights the entire way, but it just didn't want to stick in his glove. Maybe he should take the trampoline out of his glove.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Luis Garcia is on the work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 57, Luis Garcia.
Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Russell Martin will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 55, Russell Martin.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Trying to hold the lead. Ball 1.
Inside.
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swing and a fly ball. Hoskins is in pursuit. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
When he steps to the plate, he knows exactly what he's got to do. This one's deep enough to get the job done, and that ties up the ball game.
Troy Tulowitzki ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
You know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. Home half of the... Devin Travis will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Anthony Alford will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Russell Martin is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Alford. Now at third base, number 55.
Brett Oberholzer
Russell
is on out of the bullpen now,
Now
as he'll
pitching
take
for
over
the
to
Blue
start the
Jays,
bottom of the eighth.
number 32.
Jared Saltalamacchia
Brett
is into the game as well, as he's the new
Now
first
at
baseman.
base, number 39.
Dalton
Jared
Pompey
Saltalamacchia.
will also come in now as he
center
takes
field,
over
number
out in
23,
center.
Dalton Pompey.
J.P. Crawford will stand in now, as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the eighth. Scott Kingery is up off the bench as he will pinch hit
Number
here in the
80,
bottom of the eighth in a tie ball game.
Kingery.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Hit hard towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Well, I think he's got the right approach
Center
right here.
fielder.
That's a fastball hop, and it's on the outer half of the plate. He goes right with it and hits it hard too, but he just couldn't quite steer it into the hole there, and it becomes a 4-3 putout.
Oberholzer into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Pompey has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tap fouled at home plate. One and two, here it comes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1 and 2. Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Now batting.
As Drupal Cabrera
Second baseman.
strides in, grounded
As
out his
Drupal
last time through.
Cabrera.
In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, and it's now 6-4.
Boy, that's exactly the kind of at-bat and the kind of swing you're going to want to see here in spring training. He's on this pitch all the way, and he looks like he's in mid-season form here, and that was a bomb. It's nice to get things started early.
Number
Your attention,
62
please.
will come in and
Now
pitch
pitching
now.
for the Blue Jays, number 62.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a
Third
right-hander
baseman,
starts to
number
get
7.
loose. Into the box, Michael Franco. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll reach over his head to make the play. And a sparkling play it was to end the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them.
Your
Scott
attention,
Kingery
please.
will stay in the ball
This
game
change
as the
for
new
the
shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number
Striding
80.
in to start the 9th, McGuire, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so
Your
we'll see if he
attention,
can make an
please.
adjustment here.
Now
Number
pitching for the
58
Phillies,
will be the new pitcher.
number 58.
Jorge
Exchange for the
Alfaro
Phillies.
is into the ball
Now
game here as he
catching,
takes over behind
number
the plate.
38, Jorge Alfaro.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he's retired here, one away.
Well, this
Now
is what you
batting,
want out of your closer.
number 62.
Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number one.
Your
Melvin
attention,
Upton
please.
Jr. will
Bench
move
hitting
into
for
the
the Blue
on-deck
Jays.
circle now to try to
Number
get something
13.
started here with one gone in
Melvin
the inning.
Upton Jr.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you
next
for
for the Blue
this.
Jays,
He's been able to pick up the
center
first
fielder,
two outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Pompey.
Dalton Pompey makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Williams is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 6-4. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.